Good evening, everyone. It is day 11. I think we're actually on like day 13, but I only made it. This is my 11th broadcast on the 21-day broadcast, 21-day challenge. So tonight I'm going to work with this pumpkin spice and everything nice. I got this chalkboard. It came in a pack of 6. I think I showed it on a previous video from Michaels. Just a real quick, easy thing to pick up. They're on sale. They have 6 of them in a pack for $15, but right now they're $10. So I got several surfaces. This is a good size. This one is going to fit this pumpkin spice and everything nice. It's going to fit on there really well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And this is brand new. I'm going to pull it out of its packaging. And then we can see how it comes normally. And it's got the backing. Now, if you're going to be using these over and over again, which would be the reason why you get them, right? You're going to want to take a pen and scribble something on the back so that you'll know that that's the back side. So after you wash and you dry the transfer completely, you do need to dry it completely, you can stick it back on. And there is a side that is sort of a matte finish and one that is a shiny finish. And the shiny finish is the one that you want to stick it back to, okay? If you stick it back to the other side, it is not, you're not going to be happy with it. So go ahead and mark the back before you continue. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. And go ahead and find a good placement on my new chalkboard here where there's pumpkin spice and everything nice. I think this is going to be cute. All right, so let me try to get that even. All right, so I think I've got it where I want it. Actually, before I put it on there, I'm going to defuzz it just to make sure it comes off well. So to do that, you're just going to take a towel and you're just trying to get some lint, trying to pick up some lint so that when you stick it to a surface, especially one that's not porous, then it is going to come up a lot easier and you're not going to stretch your fabric. Hey, Paul and Bev, thanks for watching. All right, so let's try this again. We're going to go ahead, and now that we've fuzzed that a little bit, we're going to go ahead and put our pumpkin spice and everything nice on our new chalkboard here. If you guys missed this, go back and listen to where I picked up this chalkboard. You might want to check them out. I've got some other surfaces that I'm going to show this week as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that the whole design is on there well and it's placed where I want it. So that looks good to me. All right, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put some white and we're going to go orange, some more white and orange. We're just going to do different colors, and what happens is you do need to work quickly because the silk screen with the chalk, the chalk wants to dry inside the silk screen, so we do need to work pretty quick. So I'm actually going to do some and kind of peel it back as we go so that it doesn't dry on itself. Now I could just do this in one fell swoop, one color. It would be done quickly, but I want to be a little more creative with it. All right, so I'm going to take my white and do this swirly part. This is going to turn out really nice. Now the good thing about this is if you are making signs and selling them, you could just put another board right next to this one, and as soon as you're done with it, just move the transfer over. Okay, I'm going to put that there, and then I am going to get out some orange. Now these squeegees, I've just cut them in thirds to get finer areas. And just squeegeeing it into the design. and scraping off the excess. So we want to make sure that we don't waste any. And you really don't want a big buildup anyway, because it doesn't look very good if you get too much going on. Just make sure that if you mix the colors too much that you don't put them back into the jar mixed. All right, so now I'm going to try to pull this up without stretching it. Pull it back some, because the decorative piece at the top of this is really thin, and the thinner the stencil, the thinner the lines, the more likely you are to have it dry before you're done with the entire design. So the thicker pieces, not so much. The thinner ones, definitely gonna want to try to move those if you can. All right, so I'm gonna let that set there, and then I'm gonna move on to the next part. All right. I'm going to reintroduce the white. I'm going to bring in like a sand color also. So then we're going to move it down a little bit further. Do some more white over here. Oop, I'm getting some orange in it. So if you do, just make sure it's fine. I could even wipe it off, but just make sure that if you do get some orange in your white, don't put your white back into the container. All right, so that's come along well. Now I'm going to introduce another color just to make this pop a little bit on this cup. This is like a sand almost. It's just a little bit different from the white. And I'm going to put it here too. All right, and then I'm going to move this down a little bit so that it doesn't dry. Be a little careful with that. I just want to get it to where those finer areas have been pulled up. Okay, and then I think I'm going to do the everything in white. And what you could do is, instead of holding this up the way that I am, is you could take the piece that it came on, the backing, and you could put it underneath and let it just rest back on it. Or you could do small amounts at a time and let them dry and then just kind of lay it right back on it again. But we are trying to make this 21-day adventure. I'm trying to make these videos nice and short so we can learn little things each time and just see a quick design. Because this really can be very quick. Very quick to make gifts or signs to sell or classes, whatever you want to do with it. Or you could really spend a lot of time. So some of our classes just really last a long time because people put a lot of thought into what it is that they want to do. Let's see, I'm not sure that I want to do that part yet. All right, and then I'm going to, well, I'll go ahead and get this part. I'll just move quickly. Getting pretty intricate over here. See, I've got that everything kind of like mingled in with the word nice. So, but I want to try to keep those letters and colors separate. So again, these little squeegees, they really help out. Really helps out if you can cut up one squeegee, sacrifice a squeegee. You'll be pleased with it, with the results. We'll see how this turns out. It looks like I might want to go over one area with the white again after it dries, but we're gonna see where we get. See, in these little areas here, looks like I might be overlapping the white a little bit with my orange, and I did want a distinct separation of colors there, so. Okay, just about done. Okay. All right, here we go for the big reveal. Yesterday, or the day before when I did it, I pulled it off and I smudged one of the little flowers with my finger. All right, so I'm going to put that off to the side and we'll look to see what we've got. So I've got a little bit of a bleed over here where I put some chalk on it. Just kind of went off the transfer, but that's okay. I'll wipe it off and we are good to go. So let's take a look, see what we've got. Okay. Pumpkin spice and everything nice. That is really nice. It turned out really well. So if you're working with it, now this isn't too big. It is like a 8.5 by 11. It's not such a large transfer, but when you're working with larger transfers, just remember that you can peel them back as you're going, and then you can get some nice crisp lines without having the intricate lines dry inside of your stencil. All right, guys. Have a good evening. If you have any questions, leave them below.